Hey there, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever wondered how ChatGPT actually works? Like, how can this thing talk to you, write essays, crack jokes, explain physics, and somehow still mess up simple math? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain and exploring the tech behind one of the most talked about AI tools in the world. It's the ultimate behind the scenes tour, minus the boring tech jargon. Let's break it down. So, first things first, what is ChatGPT? Well, think of it as a supercharged robot buddy that knows a ton about, well, pretty much everything, or at least sounds like it does. ChatGPT is what's called a large language model. That's a fancy way of saying it's trained to predict the next word in a sentence. Yep, it doesn't actually think the way we do. It just guesses the next word, one word at a time, over and over again. But when you do that with 175 billion brain cells, it starts sounding eerily smart. But don't worry, it's not reading your mind. It's just reading your prompt. A quick history of GPT. All right, let's rewind a bit. ChatGPT didn't just show up out of nowhere. It's actually part of a whole family of models from a company called OpenAI. It all started in 2018 with GPT-1. Pretty basic. Then came GPT-2 in 2019. This one could generate whole paragraphs that actually made sense. People were like, wait, this robot can write? But the real game changer? GPT-3 in 2020. Suddenly we were looking at 175 billion parameters. That's like giving the AI the brain of a library. It could write code, answer questions, even roleplay as Shakespeare if you ask nicely. Then came ChatGPT in late 2022. It used a tuned-up version of GPT-3 called GPT 3.5 and was trained to actually talk to you like a human. Within just a few days, it had over 1 million users. Total internet moment. Fast forward to 2023, boom. GPT-4 drops. This one's even better at reasoning, understanding images, and scoring higher than most humans on exams. No big deal, right? Then came GPT-4 Turbo. Same brains, but faster, cheaper, and capable of handling way bigger inputs. Like read 300 pages in one go, kind of big. And most recently, GPT-4.0, released in 2024. The O stands for Omni, because now it can handle text, images, and voice. Yep, it can see, listen, and even speak back. AI glow up? 100%. How does it actually work? Okay, cool history, but how does this thing actually work? Enter the transformer. No, not the robot cars. This is the neural network architecture that powers GPT. Imagine trying to read a sentence, not from left to right, but all at once. The transformer looks at every word in a sentence at the same time and figures out how they relate to each other using something called attention. It's like having 100 brains each saying, this word is related to that one over there. And the model learns by doing one thing, filling in the blank. Like, give it the sentence, the cat chased the up, and it learns to guess mouse. After doing that billions of times across billions of examples, eventually it doesn't just complete sentences, it generates entire conversations. That's how it knows what to say when you type, "Write me a breakup text in pirate language." What's it trained on? Now, where does it learn all this? Well, pretty much the entire internet. No joke. Books, websites, articles, Wikipedia, Reddit threads, open access journals, fan fiction. It's all fair game. GPT-3, for example, trained on around 45 terabytes of text. That's like reading the whole Library of Congress. 4 times. But here's the key. It's not memorizing text word for word. Instead, it learns patterns, like how people usually phrase things, how arguments are structured, what jokes sound like, and even how code is written. And after the general training, OpenAI does some fine-tuning with human help. Real people actually chat with the model, give it feedback, and guide it to sound more helpful, polite, and accurate. This process is called reinforcement learning from human feedback, or RLHF. Basically, humans rank the model's answers, and the AI learns what's good and what's not so good. Think of it like AI boot camp. So, is it smart? Here's where things get a little philosophical. Is ChatGPT smart? Well, sort of. It can write a poem, solve a math problem, or even help debug your code. It's a super powerful assistant, but it doesn't understand things the way you or I do. It's not Googling answers. It's not looking stuff up. It's just guessing the next word based on everything it's seen before. Sometimes that means genius level insight. Other times, total nonsense. And yep, it can hallucinate. That's the fancy AI term for makes stuff up confidently. So yeah, always double check. What can ChatGPT do today? So what can it actually do? ChatGPT today can explain quantum physics like you're 5, write a business email, translate between languages, plan your vacation, suggest recipes, even tell bedtime stories with plot twists. With GPT-4, you can upload an image and ask, what's going on here? With GPT-4.0, you can literally talk to it, and it talks back in real time, like a phone call with a robot that never needs coffee. Businesses are building full-on AI assistants. Students are getting tutoring help. Creators are writing scripts like this one. Basically, it's like having a very nerdy friend who reads everything, but still occasionally makes stuff up. What's next? So, where's all this going? Well, AI models like ChatGPT are getting smarter, cheaper, and more multimodal, meaning they don't just understand text, but also images, audio, and even video. Companies like Google, Meta, and Anthropic are racing to build their own versions. It's not just about chatbots anymore, and it's about AI that can do anything. And that raises big questions. What does this mean for jobs, for education, for privacy, for creativity? Big stuff. But one thing's clear. AI is here to stay, and ChatGPT is just the beginning. Final thoughts. So, next time you ask ChatGPT to write you a haiku about tacos or summarize a legal contract in pirate speak, just remember, it's not magic. It's layers and layers of math, patterns, and human training that make it feel human. Is it perfect? Nope. Is it powerful? Absolutely. And where it goes from here? That's up to all of us. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more AI explainers, and let me know in the comments. What's the weirdest thing you've asked ChatGPT to do? Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.